Okay, well, this is where I wanted to tell everybody I wanted to make a psychic show. Yes, and I do. Being a psychic show podcast, everything's done for free, and I just record it, and you record your testimony of God, or I just get you in the street, and then I ask you all these questions, and then we get some answers from each other. Yeah. Today's Dealth experience was this dude. I recorded him. He's gained permissions and everything, and then I would have found it's just a voice on the phone, and he's Libra. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you'll know about him. And it's really groovy that he told me his whole Dealth experience, which is he's blind, right? He wasn't always blind. One of what made him blind was the dude, the laser, giving him eye laser surgery or practicing, just getting him on a guinea pig with his eyeball. And it was burning his eye, he said, while the laser was going there. He says, it's burning my eye. It's really burning my eye. And he's like, you better stop. Just stay still. Just wait a minute. Let me see something. And it totally permanently made him blind. And back then in the 70s or something like that, or 50s or 40s or 50s, I don't even know when it was, 60s, 50s. I have no clue. They didn't sue people. Or how to. Or whatever. Or get, any action on justification. Like, he did that. No insurance. Nothing guaranteed. Anyways. That was awful for him. And what happened, he had more than one near-death experience. And then his other eye, he went completely blind because of whatever the disease, nerve disease something, and it made him go completely blind. That in itself was terrible. But he fell off a mountain or something like that. And that's not, he said the whole thing, how there was two people, and he fell, and that's one of his near-death experiences, but this is his other, and that was when he was not blind. This time, he's blind, and he was walking to the store where he always goes, and he is blind. He walk with a cane. And this car was driving and hit him while he was crossing the street. And he just was outside of his body. He could see his body in front of him, laying down everything. He could see everything around him and all the stores and stuff. And then they had a new store that he's never seen before. Because I asked him, did you walk there when you were not blind? He has walked there when he was not blind. So, therefore, I said, did you see anything that you've never seen before you were blind, after you were blind, you wouldn't know of? And he said, yes, there was this certain store, so-and-so, that they just built. I never seen it because he was blind before they even built it. And, but in the afterlife, or him out of himself, out of his body's time capsule, I don't know, or just out of his body, like right next to his body, just astral projecting, can see that store, but he was still looking at his body and everything. And then he went back in it or something like that, and woke up in the hospitals or something like that. And that's pretty interesting. And they said he was dead or something, and they shock him or something. I think that maybe is something that had brought him back to life as well. I'm not sure. And I know his heart, but he got hit by a car, so I don't know what they did to bring him back to life. I don't know. I don't remember, but that's interesting, so you can see after you're dead or something, and it's relevant. Astrology is relevant even after you're dead too. So that's just what I wanted to say for 5 minutes. Woo-wee! I did his birth chart. I do not have his full story with his voice, but I do have his voice. but that could be attached to this video, or I'll just throw it out there and no one will ever know. But this was a true story that happened to somebody else, not me. He had a near-death experience, the blind, and seeing the afterlife. And I asked him if he could do dreams. Oh, another important thing. I asked him, in your dreams, do you see anything? He says he don't remember his dreams. I'm like, everybody might dream sometime. You don't remember his dreams. So does he see color in his dreams? Do you see color in your imagination? Do you have a mind there? Do you have anything living? I was just trying to ask him those questions. And I don't know what he said. He just doesn't know. Like, but you can imagine things. Don't you imagine things? Or do you just black behind your mind? You can't just be mindless. What do you think about? How does it sound behind your mind? That's what I want to know. But I should just get some answers from somebody else who's blind that can't see. And that's rare to find. Hopefully it's rare to find because I don't want everyone to be blind everywhere. That's terrible. Like, yeah, I don't know. Where is that venture? That's sad. It would be nice to meet you. I want to interview you and ask you that, and let you know that somebody had another experience. They went on their body and they could still see. So there you go.